are much more than attractive sandhills providing fun recreation and expensive real estate. They are, in fact, a vitally important part of the coastal environment, forming a natural barrier between ocean and coastal land. They provide a sand supply to be stored and reused constantly by the beach, a habitat for specialized shore species, both plant and animal, and most importantly, protection for the land against storms, high tides, flooding, even tsunami, and inundation by wind-blown sand. As seen in video 1, the dune is the backstop of the beach sand cycle, which operates continuously on all sandy beaches. Dunes are formed when wind-blown sand is stopped and trapped by special dune plants which bind and stabilize the sand. During storms, high-energy waves scour the toe of the dune, leaving a long vertical erosion scarp. In calmer weather, sand-laden wind hits the scarp and drops the sand, which forms a low ramp. The plants grow down this eroded scarp and over the new ramp, trapping and binding more sand, and gradually the dune repairs itself. This self-repair or recovery is only made possible by two highly specialized native dune plants, Spinifex and Pingao. These plants have deep, well-developed root systems which bind the sand deposits and have leaves which efficiently reduce wind speed to trap airborne sand. They thrive on unstable sand and are adapted to the harsh conditions on the dune front: sand and salt-laden wind, extreme weather and temperature, and poor nutrients. Spinifex has long trailing runners, stolons, which can grow up to 8 meters per year. Other dune plants are more common on the rear side of dunes, with more shelter and stable land, including tussock, rushes, and coastal forest. Historically, New Zealand's dunes have been greatly disturbed and extensively modified since the first human settlement. They have been cleared of native vegetation, causing serious wind erosion, replanted with exotic species such as marram, and invaded by garden escapees, used for farming with introduced grazing stock, converted to pine plantations, and encroached on by numerous coastal subdivisions with accompanying infrastructure. Sadly, very few remnants of unmodified natural dunes have survived. Restoring these natural defences will help protect both the land and environments we value, and our coastal cities and infrastructure. While dunes do not prevent erosion, they are naturally self-repairing, eroding and recovering, moving with natural shoreline changes on beaches, as shown in video 1. This means they may be important in adapting to continued rise in sea levels, still forming erosion-absorbing buffers as shorelines move inland, as shown in video 3. Dune restoration will consist of several stages. More details to follow in future videos. First, assessment of the current state of the dune and its vegetation, combining local knowledge and expert advice, and using historical photos. Then, strategic planning for any earthworks needed, and for the type and number of plants. Next, the physical work. Earthworks, if needed to restore the natural shape of the dune, or to remove dense exotic vegetation. Planting, usually carried out by community volunteers in partnership with local council. Fencing in high-use areas, to limit damage while plants are establishing, and signs to inform and explain. Access ways, attractive and easy for pedestrian use. Lastly, there is the long-term commitment, weeding and pest control, maintenance of access ways, monitoring the vegetation and replanting where necessary. Here in New Zealand, this restoration work has been largely community-based, involving coast care groups, iwi, local community, volunteers and landowners, in partnership with local authorities. This community involvement has many benefits. It is of course cost effective, but more importantly, it encourages local knowledge and commitment, and helps to build communities adapting to the future.